So anyway, people often have asked me, someone asked me recently, why do I put all the chaotic filters and stuff in my video? And sometimes they make a suggestion, like the one guy, what did he say? Was it a metaphor for, geez, I forget. I could go look it up. It was a recent video. When they, one of these, about, where I have all the tie-dye stuff moving behind me. Um, anyway, um, they make suggestions as to why it might be. And I'm like a teenager to him on it. I'm like, yeah, whatever, Dad. Yeah, sure, whatever. You make up the excuse for me, sure. Because there's a lot of reasons. And, okay. It is very intentional, though. Okay. The main reason, I'll just go to the main reason, what justifies it in the end. Because there's reason to, like, do good production quality. I appreciate. Sometimes I try to do more production quality. I might buy some tools and do some videos with more production quality. These vlogs and just steady opinions, there's some reasons. Now, the first reason I put all of the different filters and stuff is I'm a relativist, and I think doing that forces you guys into a relativistic attitude towards me. If my hair was always neat or even always the same, if my background was always the same, yeah, I could present like Mr. Cropper. I could start doing all my videos in front of books, and I would present this booky vibe, or I could be in nature. If I was going to do it, it wouldn't be books. When I think about, hey, I should all be in a nice setting, which I've done for some periods of time, I'll get out in nature with some greenery behind me. That's what I do. You'd have shots from a cliff down with me talking where I recorded the mic and was 40 feet away. And, if I had the time and was doing that. And like I said, I would do some of that, but still, I would do all different kinds of points of view, and I would use filters and this kind of thing, because then you see me different ways. Yeah, sometimes I look scary with a Sobel filter. So, oh no, I should never appear that way. I should always appear. No, 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 no. My message is for the kind of people that take people whole. Expect to see some bad sides. Plus, they're the kind that know that the bad sides that are important will have nothing to do with the filter. If you see me in a video and I have a particular filter and it looks scary, it's hard for you to take my message because, ooh, but you're just so spooky. I thought it was like a vampire saying it. Um, yeah. You can know for sure that you've caught yourself making a superficial, logical fallacy in your judgment system, or however you want to put it. Because obviously that can't really matter. The filter cannot matter about whether but you have to look. But the fact that the filter does give people a different perspective, like maybe sometimes less sympathetic, sometimes more sympathetic. Well, I like that because I could try to make it so they always had a neutral point of view, but that would make the videos more boring. I'd rather have it where we get our average being a reasonable level by having reactions positive, negative, and all sorts. And meanwhile, I see the people who are not whose cognition is not affected, even if the video bothers them, whose cognition about what I've said is not affected by that. So there's also a lazy, semi-practical reason of, I believe if you spend too much effort in this kind of thing, then you're a performer. You're not really conversational. My idea is not to be able to prepare ideas that sound good, but I want to be able to improv philosophy. I'm an improv philosopher. And that's the struggle of making a book, is that I'm an improv philosopher. I want to I prepare just like improv. I have themes of the rap, but I improv, and it's a call to conversation where you also have an input. And I'm somewhat prepared for your position, right? Because it'll be categorizable in things I've seen. But as a skeptic, I know I can't totally, I'm never going to pigeonhole you. So it's an enjoyable game. It's not fake. We improv this philosophy thing together, and in that improv, I get new ideas, and then those go in the repertoire of things that are less improv. Because, right, even improv performance, as you do it, you get a repertoire of things you fall back on, and if your creativity fails you, you got a few jokes in your pocket type thing. Or for that matter, like with videos, I practice starting conversations. Whether people actually, the conversation starts or not, I mean, I try to encapsulate an idea such that, if there was somebody that was interested in that area, they'd see in that 10 minutes, oh yeah, he just laid out the questions that we would answer if we discussing this. So that kind of thing. Um, But yeah, and so by putting a lot of filters, you cover up. If you add chaos intentionally, you cover up for the unintentional chaos that comes about by, like, for example, every once in a while, even when YouTube screwed up, maybe a couple times a week if I'm desperate, or once a week, or I will try that again, because it's so convenient, and I'll leave the video up when my audio's out of sync. But hey, I had chaotic video filters where you can't even see my lips moving sometimes, so you know, it all fits in the mix. So that's kind of why, and yeah, just to leave in the end to go to the real reason, the strongest justification, the ultimate reason that these other practical things I think are justified, is a simple fact that by putting a lot of those filters and looking different in a lot of the videos, I bring about an almost unavoidable relativistic quality to my videos. I seem to be many different people, many different positions. Same thing of why I take advantage of, if I have gone out and had a few drinks and come back and feel like making a video, I don't think that I've had some drinks. I think, well, I got to, because, I don't drink enough. I'm going to take this mental state and put it up there too, and we're going to have so many facets. And I'm by far not the best at this, because I don't like to go into my personal life, and I have issues with that, and the people that do, more power to them. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't advise it, and blah blah blah. But they have this aspect of, they give us all these different angles on their character, and I do understand why people want that now. Uh, as far as people wanting more angles on mine, personal angles on my things, I don't do that, because what I give you is, I give you every angle on my philosophy. I give you my philosophy when I've had a few drinks. I give you my philosophy when I'm a little angry. I give you my philosophy when I'm calm. I give you a philosophy when my nose is stuffed up. I give you a philosophy when it's 3 in the morning and I know I can't get myself as coherent as, I should, if this was the one and only video on the topic I could ever make. See, it's not. It's a stream of consciousness, um, flow activity. So, philosophical flow. And so, yeah, that's the answer to that. And this is the end of my Sarah Hahn style video. Thank you.